Hello. 3 long days. I trust everyone is looking forward to that weekend, so we will keep it short and sweet. My name is Agris. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Origin. We will talk defense tech. With defense tech, it's still a bit binary. It's either something you would never touch or something that you are very passionate about. For me personally, I believe that addressing the growing security threats in Europe is among the top priorities of our society, and that's why we do what we do. That's why we started Origin. Origin would not exist if AirDog had not come before it. AirDog is the company we started in a consumer drone space. We at AirDog were among those few companies that were truly pushing the boundaries of what was possible at the time with that technology. AirDog, in fact, was the first consumer drone that was shipped to market that no longer required a traditional RC controller. It was flying autonomously. We sold a bunch of systems, but then at some point we had to come to a conclusion that the market opportunity is just not large enough for us to continue investing in it, and that's when we decided to actively seek exit and sold the company in 2020. In AirDog, we learned the ins and outs of drone technology. AirDog is the reason why we are able to move as fast as we are moving with Origin. But after I sold AirDog, I was 98.9% sure that I'm not going back to building drones again. It's a tough business to be in. Some of the challenges are rather unique, and some of the challenges you don't see in most other businesses. Supply chain is tough. The technology itself is very complex, and it's hardware. Hardware iteration cycles in hardware take time. So I was a bit tired of it all. But things change, and things change dramatically in terms of our perception of the world that we live in. And obviously it happened with full invasion of Ukraine, and that's when I knew that we have to go back to building unmanned systems, this time for defense applications, do what we do best. And the whole team got together, and we started the journey of Origin. At Origin, the minimum viable product, or the product that we entered the market, was actually just something that we saw in Ukraine working and proven, but then we improved on top of it. Improved on top of it enough to make sales. To make sales as soon as it was possible. And that is quite a bit different from what we did at AirDog, because at AirDog we immediately tried to be the innovators of the industry, and to some extent suffered because of that. Here we took those learnings, and we knew how important it is to get the product out to end users, to start selling as fast as possible, and in fact we started selling just 18 months after establishing the company, which in this industry is unbelievably fast. With that said, when we introduced the minimum viable product, which was just a reconnaissance system capable of carrying munitions and dropping them on top of targets, we knew that at some point the reconnaissance drone will be turned into a targeting system, and unguided munitions will be turned into guided munitions. And at that point, we have something truly disruptive in the market. We have effectively built a flying precision-guided weapon system, and that's what we are doing in this vertical. We are deployed across several countries, and most importantly, are empowering also our military and our armed forces. The other vertical in which we are doing our R&D, and where we are building products and enabling our end users, is air defense systems. Proliferation of weaponized drones, combat drones is a real problem. We saw that in Latvia up close. We had a weaponized system crossing our border and landing, crashing actually deep into mainland. And we did not see what we were all hoping to see, that it will be intercepted. And the reality is that the air defense systems which we currently have in use were designed and built to intercept very different type of targets, missiles, fast-flying, highly priced, highly valuable targets. But these days, the problem has changed. You see proliferation of rather cheap, but still weaponized drones that are a real threat. The problem has changed, so the solution has to change as well, and we are doing it as a company. In terms of how we do the business and what we do differently than the current market incumbents do it, we invest private capital. We approach the end user with a ready-to-be-deployed system that allows us to move extremely fast, that allows us to iterate fast. And I think that is something that you will see in this industry happening more and more. I think that the venture capital community will truly get behind this mission and will start investing not only in dual-use systems, but will start investing in what military actually needs and what they want, which is new weapon systems, like the ones that Origin is building. The other very important concept in this industry, as it is in any tech business, is the concept of minimum viable product. It's something that you want to start with. I think that if you truly want to explore this and understand this very deeply, I almost advise you to explore what Ukrainians are doing on the battlefield with their systems, because they have mastered this concept to the extent I have not seen anywhere else. It is because of the circumstances, of course, because of the necessity. They truly build only as much as is necessary to accomplish the task. And effectively, that is what minimum viable product means. It does not matter if it's AI, if it's computer vision algorithms, or if it's the user doing it manually. What you really care about is the ability to accomplish the goal and achieve the results. Cost efficiency and fast iteration cycles, that's in our DNA. We come from the consumer drone space, so we are just built and wired that way, and that is also quite a bit new to this industry, and that is probably one of the reasons why we have been so successful at it. One thing that is quite different in this industry is how much reputation matters. So as a startup in this industry, you almost have to have a strategy for how to build that reputation and how to build it fast. I don't know what's the right recipe there, but I know what we did to accomplish that. And the things that we did is we started working with our armed forces early in the process before we really had anything. We also made sure that we have enough money to be able to be patient and to buy ourselves some time. So we ended up raising 1.3 million before we had anything built, before we had premises leased or the first employee hired. And then we added another million because we knew that hardware takes some time, and we will need a substantial team to even get that MVP product built. So we wanted to make sure that we get to a point where we have first sales before we need a follow-on investment. Once we had the armed forces on board, we started making these trips to those who know the thing best. We took their feedback. We took it very seriously. We went back, and we always made sure that we work on the improvements that they wanted to see in our systems, and we did it pro bono. We did not ask for anything. We were just happy to have that first-hand feedback from those who truly know what's important in these type of systems. And that was our strategy, and that allowed us again to get to a point where our end users trusted us with rather very substantial orders, and that happened in 24 months. The only reason why I have this slide up is because I always use the opportunity to say that we are constantly in lookout for new talent. The team is growing fast. We have, I think, an amazing tech to work on. Those are the areas in which we do most work. This is what really makes us unique. This is what allows us to differentiate our offering against anything else that is out there in the market. So if you are interested in these, come seek me out. I'm always happy to have a conversation. And to close this session, I believe that defense tech or defense industry is among the few industries which are yet to see a major disruption. With that said, I believe that we are at an onset of that change happening, and I do believe that it is in small democracies where it's going to happen first. And I think that Latvia is the capital city of Europe of drone technology. There's a lot to be built. Thank you.